Good morning, Yatamin. How are you, Yamis? Today is Thursday, the 8th of April 2021. On this day, Yamis, we will continue talking about the last model verb here in your workbook and class book, which is talking about suggestion and advice. As you see here, advice and suggestions معناها النصيحة والاقتراحات. When you want to talk and to give someone some advice, or when you want to take some أو to give someone some suggestions، إذا بدك تعطيه اقتراحات we must use should. إذا should معناها يجب should or shouldn't. Of course, in the negative form we use should or shouldn't for advice and suggestions. Okay. Number 10 here, read the rules and find sentences with should and shouldn't in the text from exercise number 1. We use should and shouldn't to give advice and make suggestion. إذا مثل ما حكيت بنستخدم should أو shouldn't لما بدنا أعطي نصيحة أو بدي أعطي اقتراحات. Now let's look at the paragraph in exercise number 1 and find out which sentences we will see use should and shouldn't. Paula here, I am often, this means, then we are searching for should and shouldn't. Here, my husband says I shouldn't work 25 to 7. إذن هاي عبارة عن suggestion، ممكن تكون suggestions، هي اقتراح إنه my husband says I shouldn't work 24 to 7. What about Luke? Luke said, also we will search for should and shouldn't here. They should smoke outside. When we say they should smoke outside, إذا should هوني برضو إجت بالaffirmative and it is advice أو suggestion ممكن تكون should smoke outside. Should. And also here, I shouldn't get annoyed with them. I shouldn't get annoyed with them. As you see here, we have the negative form shouldn't وراها إجا الverb infinitive. Should وراها الverb infinitive smoke. And here shouldn't وراها الverb work infinitive. Okay? إذن we use should or shouldn't to give advice and suggestions. Now, number 11, complete the sentences with should or shouldn't and the verbs in the box. Here we have some verbs: arrive, speak, study, use, worry. You space about your exams. You work very hard. إذا مدام أنت تعبت على حالك واشتغلت على حالك كتير بالامتحانات، إذا you shouldn't worry. بستعمل shouldn't. You shouldn't worry. طبعا هاي من الجملة you must know what do we use should or shouldn't حسب المعنى. هون we shouldn't أو you shouldn't worry. You shouldn't worry about your exams. You work very hard. Number 2, we at the lesson on time. It is rude to be late. إذن we should arrive. We should arrive. Number 2, we should arrive. يجب أن نصل on time لللسون بالحصة. It is rude to be late. طبعا وقاحة إنك أنت تتأخر about your lesson. إذن you should arrive. Number 3, he English so fast. I can't understand him. إذن he shouldn't speak English so fast. I can't understand him. أنا مش فاهم عليه. إذا شو بتقول he shouldn't speak. لا يجب أن يتحدث بسرعة. ودائما قلنا speak بتيجي مع اللانجوج. أوكي. طب يا ترى number 4, she loves computers. She information technology next year. Number 5, students mobile phones in class. Okay? Don't forget to use should أو shouldn't مع الverb. The last thing here, consolidation number 12, choose the correct answer. بيتر ديكسون لندن كاب درايفر. كاب درايفر، كاب هون معناها زي التاكسي، سيارة الأجرة كاب. لندن كاب درايفر، كاب هون it is the same meaning like taxi اللي هي سيارة الأجرة. Number 1 I could ولا I can drive when I was 17. مدام في عندي when I was 17 here in the past إذا ضروري كمان يكون عندي هون in the past. يعني ما بقدر أقول I can drive when I was، يعني أنا هلأ بسوق لما كنت عمري، لا I could. إذا in the past I could. I could drive when I was 17. Driving a cab was easy then, but there is too much traffic now. Traffic now يعني في حركة سير كتيرة أو في أزمة بالمرور كتيرة. You have to drive very carefully ولا you don't have to drive very carefully. Of course معناته أنا بعطي نصيحة، إذا you have to يجب عليك. أنا هون بعطي شغلة حتى not يعني it is زي obligation إلزامي. You have to drive. You have to drive. You have to drive very carefully. يجب عليك أنك أنت تقود بحذر. And you mustn't get lost ولا you don't have to get lost تضيع. إذا أنت you mustn't get lost. إذا يجب عليك وأنت بتسوق بهاي الكاب إنك أنت أول شغلة don't have to drive very carefully and you mustn't get lost. If you want to, you should talk to your passenger ولا you can talk to your passenger, but you shouldn't ولا couldn't argue with them. يعني إذا بدك أنت if you want to إذا أنت بتحب you can talk to باستطاعتك you can talk to your passenger, but now into continue, but you shouldn't ولا couldn't argue with them. argue يعني تتجادل معاهم. The pay الأجرة isn't very good, so I must work hard ولا I mustn't work hard. I can choose to work on Saturdays ولا I should choose to work on Saturdays. أختار. But luckily ولكن لحسن الحظ I have to work on Sundays ولا I don't have to work on Sundays. Okay? This is the last modal verb here, and please complete the spaces here and choose the correct word and complete the spaces from these words or from these verbs. Don't forget to use should and shouldn't. And the last thing, as we said, that we use should for advice and suggestions, نصيحة واقتراحات، ودائما برضو should it followed by infinitive verb. Okay, so now we finished all the modal verbs as you see here. We talked about can and could، وحكينا إنه can and could we use them with ability and permission، المقدرة والإذن. can in the present و could in the past. لما يكون في عندك زمن مضارع بنستخدم can، زمن الماضي بنستخدم could. as we said here مثل ما حكينا هلا هون لما قلنا when I was 17 بالماضي إذا ضروري أستخدم could. ومثل ما عملتوا انتم هون بالتمارين إنه when do we use can أو could، لما يكون في عندك مثلا these days هذه الأيام كنا نستعمل can. لما كنا نقول when I was بالماضي I could أو I couldn't. last year I could أو I couldn't. okay. إذن هاي can and could for ability and permission. also we talked about have to and must، وحكينا إنه have to معناها إجباري أو إلزامي، ومست كمان. وقلنا إيش الفرق بيناتهم have to ومست، و how do we form the negative form، وكيف حولنا النيجاتيف فورم النفي دائما must mustn't، بس نفي have to إذا للبلورال don't have to، للسنجولار استعملنا doesn't have to. اوكي، لما كنا ننفي للمفرد كنا نقول doesn't have to، مثل ما حلينا بهذا التمرين وقلنا بالنسبة لجوليا انه مثلا هون she doesn't have to، دائما بعد doesn't بيجيني الفيرب مجرد doesn't have to buy، مش ضروري انها تشتري. doesn't have to استعملنا doesn't لانه عندك المفرد she او جوليا. اوكي، ودرس اليوم the last thing about these models اللي هم should and we said that we use should for advice and suggestions. هيك يا مس بكون خلصت all the grammar at your student book. We will continue إن شاء الله on Monday because on Sunday you have a holiday، في عندكم عطلة يوم الأحد، فبإذن الله we will start on Monday. Thank you يا تامن. Have a good day and have a good holiday. Goodbye.